What if I told you almost everything young people are taught about money is backwards? Go to school, get good grades, get a job, work hard, save money, retire someday. Sounds like I've heard this a million times now, isn't it? I'm also part of the same school system. I did all that. I have friends who've done all that. The only difference is that I branched out into the world of real estate investing. No one I know did anything other than just working at their jobs. Guess what they're still doing today? Yes, a job. I also have a job, but I have many options. I can quit today if I want to. And don't get me wrong, having a job is super important. For me, corporate politics is the biggest motivator to do something outside of my job. There are people at my workplace who hardly work. Guess who has to pick up their slack? People like us, because our DNA, yours and mine, are wired differently. We are neither lazy nor lousy. And just like my friends, millions of young people go to school, get good grades, work for 40 years and still worry about money. Meanwhile, some people buy rental properties in their 20s and 30s and end up with financial freedom long before retirement. I'm not sure who you are, but my goal today is to speak to the youngsters. If someone had talked to me when I was in my 20s, I would be somewhere else today. But no one did. No one told me anything. I had to struggle and make mistakes at every step. And I hope you, the youngsters, don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. So, what is the difference between those who make it and those who don't? It is not IQ, it is not luck, and it is definitely not having rich parents. No, I don't have rich parents. It is something much simpler. They understand a few money truths that most people never learn. Today, I'm sharing lessons I wish someone had taught me when I was young. These ideas completely changed how I think about money and eventually helped me build a 7-figure rental portfolio. Some of these lessons will sound strange, some might even upset you. But if you stay until the end, I will reveal the single biggest money mistake that quietly destroys more wealth than almost anything else. And trust me, almost everyone makes it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, if you don't know me or are new to my channel, my name is Vikram Chopra. I was an investment banker turned broker in the Greater Charlotte metropolitan area, where I invest and help other investors reach their financial goals through real estate investing. Money truth number 1. Money is a tool, not the goal. Here's the first mistake. People chase money. Do you think Elon Musk chases money? I don't think so. If you ask him to open up and show his wallet, I am sure he won't have more than a few dollars in there. So, what is it that he chases all the time? He chases solutions that will help all of mankind. That's why he's a trillionaire. Successful investors make money chase them, not the other way around. Think about a hammer. Nobody buys a hammer because they love hammers. They buy it because it builds houses. Money is exactly the same. Money isn't success. Money buys assets. Assets buy freedom. Freedom buys choices. Most young people celebrate getting a bigger paycheck. Nothing wrong in that as long as it doesn't drain your bank account entirely. Smart investors celebrate buying another income-producing asset. That's a huge difference. Imagine someone making $250,000 a year but spending $260,000 a year. Now imagine someone making $80,000 a year while owning rental properties that produce another $40,000. Who is more wealthier? The answer might surprise you. Income-producing assets keep paying you whether you're working or sleeping. That is the game, my young to-be investor friends. Remember that. But here's where people get trapped. Even after understanding this, most still waste their 20s. Why? Because of one invisible habit. Let's talk about it. Money truth number 2. Your lifestyle can become your biggest enemy. Imagine getting your first real job. You celebrate new car, new apartment, better clothes, vacations, fancy restaurants. Everything feels earned. Nothing seems wrong. Then 5 years later, you get another raise. Guess what happens? Everything gets upgraded again. Bigger payments, more subscriptions, higher insurance, more stress. This is called lifestyle inflation. It is one of the biggest wealth killers in America today. Every extra dollar disappears before it has a chance to become an investment. I'm not sure if you remember the first iPhone that came out in 2007. I had a job then of $65,000 per year. The new iPhone was super expensive back then. I bought my first smartphone in 2012, a full 5 years after the first smartphone was released. I could have very much afforded the first iPhone, but I did not buy it. In fact, I waited for 5 years before I got me a smartphone. Both my wife and me had flip phones from Samsung. Successful real estate investors often do something that looks boring. They delay lifestyle upgrades. Instead, they buy another rental, then another, then another. One day, the rentals pay for the lifestyle instead of the job. That's when everything changes. Remember, temporary pleasure disappears. Cash flow assets last decades. Now here's something that confused me for years. Why do some people earning six figures stay broke, while others making half as much quietly become millionaires? The answer has nothing to do with income. Money truth number 3, it is not how much you earn. No, it is how much you keep. Income impresses people. Net worth changes lives. There are doctors living paycheck to paycheck, and there are teachers quietly owning multiple rental properties. Software engineers buried in debt. My boss was one of them. Yes, he was looking at his Wells Fargo bank account on his phone when I walked over to his desk. I didn't mean to, but I saw how little money he had in his account. I was shocked. This is a serious problem. Plumbers retire early. Income gets attention. Assets creates freedom. The goal isn't looking rich. The goal is becoming rich. Those are two very different things. Think about professional athletes. Some earn millions, yet many are broke. Why? Because income without discipline disappears. Money needs direction. Otherwise, it leaves. Here's another lie young people hear all the time. You need a lot of money before investing. No, that's exactly backwards. By the way, if you're a beginner or an investor and are looking for guidance on how to get started in real estate investing, feel free to book a 20-minute phone call with me. Link below in the description. Money truth number 4, start before you are ready. Everyone wants a perfect moment, perfect market, perfect income, perfect credit, perfect economy, perfect timing. Guess what? It never comes. The biggest advantage young people have isn't money, it's time. My mom, who's amazing, by the way, taught me financing. When I was 16-year-old, she gave me $100 and gave me a very tiny notebook. She told me, Vikram, this is $100 that I'm giving to you. It is for you to spend on anything you like. But I want to see where the money goes. So if you get a candy for $2, I want an entry in this notebook. If you screw it up, you will not get any more money from me. Well, I surely needed more money from my mom. And so I started keeping records on where the money was spent. And my mom was very happy. In 6 months, she gave me $200. She said, you get to spend only $150 and you're going to the bank to deposit the remaining $50 in the savings account. Again, I want to see all entries, including the bank deposits in this notebook. See what my mom was doing? She didn't care about the few $100s that she was giving me. She was trying to instill a habit in me, habit of being careful with money, habit of investing. Imagine investing at 25 instead of 40. That's 15 extra years. 15 years of appreciation, 15 years of loan pay down, 15 years of rent increases, 15 years of compound growth. Time is the greatest investment multiplier, not salary. Time compounds everything. But timing isn't enough, because even young investors can destroy their future with one purchase, and that is sitting in driveways everywhere. Money truth number 5, debt isn't always bad. Most people hear debt and immediately think danger. That's only half true. Bad debt takes money from you. Credit cards, luxury cars, expensive vacations, these are all bad debt. Good debt can buy assets that pay you every month. That is exactly what rental property loans do. Imagine borrowing money to buy something that someone else helps you pay off every month. That is leverage. Used wisely, it accelerates your wealth. Used carelessly, it destroys it. Learning the difference changes everything. Here's the lesson nobody teaches you in school. Your biggest investment isn't property, it's your knowledge. Money truth number 6, your brain pays the highest return. Every successful investor I know reads, listens to podcasts, studies the market, learns from mistakes. The average person stops learning after graduation. Successful investors never stop. Also, going to school is super important. I have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and a master's degree in mathematics. I went to tier 1 universities in the US. To be honest, I can't remember much of what I studied. Does it mean that all that education that I had was useless? Absolutely no. The 6-7 years that you spend in college teaches your brain to start thinking analytically. It is a training for your brain. You start looking at problems from different angles. You develop analytical skills. For one problem, you learn how to figure out multiple solutions and which one solution fixes the problem as best as it could. Here in the world of real estate investing, you will encounter thousands of problems. Thousands of decisions have to be made immediately. Every decision has to be backed up by a thought process. All of that training you had in college will help you here. Reading one great book might save you from a $50,000 mistake. One conversation could earn you 6 figures over your lifetime. Knowledge compounds just like money. Knowledge earns forever. That's why if you're planning to invest money in real estate, go ahead and book that free 20-minute call with me. We can discuss your situation together. But knowledge alone won't save you, because emotions quietly destroy investors every single day. By the way, if you're looking to improve your credit score, there's a video that I made here to increase your credit score from 600 to 800. You can check it out here. Money truth number 7, fear is expensive. Markets go up, market goes down. Does your blood pressure go up and down with the market? If yes, that's a problem. Because interest rates change, news headlines scream, social media panics, successful investors ask one question: has the long-term demand for housing disappeared? The answer is usually no. Think about it. People will always need a place to stay. Always. Fear creates opportunities. Emotion creates mistakes. The greatest deals often appear when everyone else is scared. I don't know if you remember 2009, 2010 era. No one was touching homes. Everyone was scared. Homes were dirt cheap. I have a friend here in Charlotte who bought homes in South Charlotte, real nice neighborhoods for $20,000. And he didn't just buy one house, he bought over 30 such homes. Back then, people didn't want to buy a house to live in, let alone for investing. Today, each of those homes is over $400,000. He has refinanced them multiple times, took all the money out and bought multiple big apartment complexes. And it all started with fear. It's important to be cautious, but you can't have fear freeze you into a statue. You gotta move. That's why going through college is so important. I still remember I had to submit a final paper 1 hour before the final exam for one of the subjects that I had. I was scrambling. Looking back, it was all training me for the tough days that we all investors face in the real world. Money truth number 8. Your friends shape your financial future. Think about your closest 5 friends. What do they talk about? Cars, Taylor Swift, Trump, gaming, politics, complaining, or what? Or do they talk about business, investing, goals, ideas? What is it? Money habits spread faster than people realize. If everyone around you spends everything, you probably are also spending everything. If everyone around you is investing, eventually you will invest too. Choose your environment carefully. I remember my early days. I used to live in Raleigh. The first house I bought was in Alexandria, Northern Virginia. It's a 4-hour drive from Raleigh to Alexandria. I would work from Monday to Friday, rent a car on Friday evening from Raleigh Airport and drive to Alexandria. Reach Alexandria at 11 p.m., eat something and then sleep. All day, Saturday and Sunday, I would work with contractors, go through the grind, get the houses ready or look for new houses. Yes. Then drive back Sunday evening to Raleigh, return the rental car, Monday morning, get back to work. I followed this schedule for years. Guess what my friends did on weekends? Probably nothing. There's nothing wrong in having friends who are not like-minded. But I would be very careful when taking advice from them. If you want to have a lifestyle like theirs, then yes, you can take their advice. But if you're like me who wants to live an extraordinary life, then I would choose carefully who feeds me advice into my head. That's why if you have questions, doubts, concerns, go ahead and book that free 20-minute call with me. Now comes the hardest lesson of them all, because it sounds completely unfair, yet it is true. Money truth number 9. Nobody is coming to save you. No, there is no government, no lottery, no inheritance, no miracle investments, nothing. Your financial future belongs to you, and that is the best news you will ever hear. Do you know why? Because it means you have total control of your future. Every paycheck, every investment, every decision builds your future one brick at a time. Most of you know that I bought investment properties in Chicago. No one asked me to buy them there. I did it on my own, and they were all a major disaster. I did not blame anyone, not the realtor, not my wife who asked me, by the way, not to buy it. I blame me. Do you know why? Because I know what I have to do in the future to mend things. If I blame someone else, I will never learn. No one ever comes to save you. Not the realtor, not the tenant, not the contractor. If you don't take charge, I can promise you things will fall apart so quickly that you won't be able to handle the downfall. So, take charge of your destiny, because no one is coming to save you. Remember, skills increase income. Income buys assets. Assets buys freedom. Okay, now to the promise that I made in the beginning. The biggest money mistake almost everyone makes. Here it is. People spend today's money instead of buying tomorrow's income. Every dollar has 2 choices. You can spend it or you can recruit it. Think of every dollar as an employee. You can fire it today, that is spending the money, or hire it forever, that is to make it work for you forever. Rental properties do exactly that. They put your money to work. Eventually, your money starts working harder than you do. That is the goal, not becoming rich overnight, but slowly replacing earned income with investment income. The earlier you understand these money truths, the easier life becomes. I didn't know these lessons when I was young. I learned many of them the hard way through mistakes, bad decisions, and expensive lessons. You don't have to. Start learning now. Start investing wisely. Start small if you have to. Just start. Because the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. If you enjoyed this video and want practical advice on buying your first rental property, analyzing deals, avoiding expensive beginner's mistake, and building long-term wealth through real estate, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week designed to help ordinary people become successful real estate investors. And before you go, answer today's question in the comments. Which money truth surprised you the most, and which one are you going to apply this year? I'd love to read all your answers and I will reply to as many as I can. And if you think you need investment lessons that have stood the test of time, go ahead and watch my video on the timeless Roman strategy for massive cash flow. So until next time, this is Vikram signing off. Good luck, goodbye, and go earn your freedom using these money truths in your life. Thanks for watching.